Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Amma ba'd, habibti fillah. A question was asked from the Netherlands. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us and bless our brothers and sisters there. Ameen, ya Rabbil Alameen. About fitnah, it seems. It seems about fitnah, being a young man exposed to a place where there's a lot of coffee shops and drugs is legal here, as well as prostitution, and that a lot of the youth are affected by this, by these trials and tribulations and their desires. So it seems that the question is, should I just get married and prioritize, since I'm having experiencing fitnah, to just any sister that seems good in order to protect myself. It seems that this is related to the question within all the things that were said. So in regards to this, as the scholars mentioned, that the ahkam khamsa, the five rulings, fiqh rulings, apply to nikah as well, meaning that sometimes it's an obligation, sometimes it is mustahab, it is recommended, sometimes it is mubah, or permissible, and sometimes it can actually be disliked to get married, and at other times perhaps even muharram. And with that being the case, from what I understand from what you're saying, that you're being tested, with that I do want to say that, so there's no doubt it's at least recommended that you get married to protect yourself and protect your deen. However, just jumping up and just getting married to someone who you may or may not be attracted to, you may or may not have any compatibility, they may have some deen, or they may be very weak in the religion, or something like this, is not something that's recommended, because with you being a young person, as it seems, that the chances are the woman is young and fertile, and that she will get pregnant easily, and you are perhaps not looking at things with a long-term view. So it's very important to take that scope and step back. Yeah, I know it's difficult, but not to rush and just snatch up any opportunity to marry. And some may give you other advice from the experience that I have witnessed over the years and seen countless and countless and countless and countless times, that a lot of those marriages don't work when people just rush to marry without without paying attention to other signs. Some of those signs might be that the person is you're just not compatible. And I would say that it is important, first and foremost, the criterion the Prophet ﷺ mentioned, the 4 things you marry a woman for, and the best of those is being her religion. So it's very important to marry a woman who is good in her religion. And good in her religion meaning that she's definitely good in manners and adab. She's going to safeguard herself in your absence and your property. And she is, bidnillah, has a correct aqidah, of course. And that if she is, for example, not Salafi, or she is very weak in her understanding of the deen, but she's open. And that's something that's very important, that she's open, because sometimes you have even sisters that are Salafi that are not open. And they think they know it all, they don't have any knowledge, and they blind follow translations and blind follow cut and paste and stuff like this, and it creates a disaster. And we've had tons of experience with these types of scenarios as well. and marriage is being dissolved because of this kind of fitna. So it's very important, I would say, that the woman, if the man has some knowledge, so that way he can lead his household Islamically, that he finds a woman that's going to respect him and respect his knowledge. That's very important. And that along with that, of course, as we mentioned, good manners, good akhlaq. So this is good deen. She's going to safeguard what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded her to safeguard. Another important thing that I'm going to mention, and especially this is not just intrinsic or what have you to the West, but especially in the West, but now really all over the world. And this is due to media, social media, and so forth. And I would say it's very important that you are attracted to one another. That you are not just marrying someone, even if they have good religion, and you believe that you're going to, you can overlook actually not being attracted to them. This is a problem. This often is a problem. There are those who are patient or they don't put as much emphasis, but most men, as a part of their fitra, a part of their nature, are have this physical and desire for the physical, the beauty, the beauty, what pleases their eye. This is very important to many men. To many men, if not most men, are distracted easily. So it's very important to find a spouse that pleases you, to keep that under control and keep you in the house, keep you happy in your home. That sometimes for some men, especially if they're more into the physical, then for them to have a beautiful woman, that can be one of the more things that subdues them. Meaning not that they're just a beautiful woman, but she has horrible manners and she's mutabarrij, she goes out with no, dresses how she wants and does whatever she wants. No, and wears makeup and perfume. No, we're not saying that. But what we're saying is if there's, her deen is okay, she makes some mistakes, but her beauty, it makes it easier for a lot of men. This is just a plain reality. I'm giving you reality here, that it's easier for them to accommodate as long as she is workable, meaning she wants to do good. She's coming towards goodness. But the beauty and that which helps please the eye, and that the woman takes care of herself physically, this is very important for many men, and more so for many women. And so it's very important to be as patient as you can. If you fear that you're going to commit zina, then you need to put your energy into trying to marry and finding a good, righteous spouse that is pleasing to you. If you can be patient, then you can take more time with that and find and search for a righteous woman. And I hope that this is something of benefit. And we ask Allah the Almighty to accept our good and forgive our evil. Sallallahu alaihi wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.